All right then, this is by request. We are going to take a look at the brand new, after waiting for what seems millennia. Actually, I think it was a little bit over a year since the last Zorin operating system came out. But we will be taking a look at Zorin OS 6, the ultimate edition, and this is what I believe to be the ultimate of the ultimates. Linux-based operating systems out there. Now, I have not tested this, but I am fairly comfortable that this will turn out to be completely stable and not horse stable, as I like to say. So what do you think? You think this will shine like the brightest star in the Zorin galaxy? Or will it crash and burn? Well, stick around because we are going to take a look, an ultimate look, at Zorin OS 6 Ultimate. Don't go away. To the rhythm. Alright, I am back. Now, I am running Zorin 6 inside Ubuntu 12.04 inside a virtual machine. And normally what happens, usually in my opinion, if we can get this running, installing and running in a virtual machine, chances are it's going to be fine when you do a full install in one of your old computers, new computers, or dual booting alongside Windows 7. So let's go through the installation process and see what it looks like. Alright, double click, install Zorin OS. Now, Windows users, pay attention. This is my #1 recommendation for any Windows folks wanting to come over and try a Linux-based operating system. This is how you would normally install it, either as a full install or inside a virtual machine. So very simple. Welcome, language, English, click continue. If you are going to install this inside a virtual machine, I recommend you have at least a dual core processor and at least 3 to 4 gigabytes of RAM. And for best results, please ensure that this computer has at least 8.6 gigs available and is connected to the internet, which is fine. Okay, now it says here that this computer currently has no detected operating systems. What would you like to do? If you are installing this alongside Windows 7, it would say, would you like to install this alongside, or just install this alongside Windows 7? And you would choose that. Unless, of course, you are for some reason completely bored with Windows 7 and wanted to erase the entire disk, then you would choose this, erase disk. Never, ever, ever choose try something else or do something else because it's easy to make a mistake. Okay, the entire disk will be used. Install now. Now this is a pretty straightforward process here. You shouldn't get any glitches or crashes, none whatsoever. Alright, where are you? I'm on planet Earth. Actually, I'm in the Eastern time zone. Okay, keyboard layout, English is fine. Click continue. Now, if it seems like I'm rushing through this process, at least the install, because it's pretty straightforward. Okay, you can type in any name you like. I will just type in, let's see, TOS for short. And I will just, your name, your computer name, TOS is fine, TOS. Pick a username, TOS is fine. Pick a password. I will just type in 3 digits for now. And as you can see, the password is short because it says short password. Duh. You should normally pick a longer password. I will click log in automatically. Click continue. And at the bottom you will see copying files. Now it's playing some rather cool music in my headset. You can call it, if you want to, installation music. Excuse me. And at the bottom it says copying files. Now I've had pretty good luck with Zorin in the past, trying the core editions and the premium editions. Now this is the ultimate edition. I think it's either $10 or $15, something like that. Well, welcome to Zorin. Thank you. This slideshow will show you around Zorin OS while the system is being installed. This is very nice. If you are brand new to this, coming from a Windows environment, you will find this very comforting. Okay, find even more software through the Software Center. And you notice as we are reading this, as you would be reading this, it is still copying the files at the bottom here. You know, Zorin really has come a long way in about, what, 2 short years, 2.5 years. This is an operating system I've been professing to use really ever since the beginning, where Zorin was really obscure and no one knew about. And now they are in the, I forget what the rankings are, the top 20, top 25? Somewhere around there. Now in the past, Zorin has been, for me, pretty much as stable as possible, stable as an operating system, a Linux-based operating system can get. Easy to use. It's comforting to the eyes, meaning that this looks like Windows 7. It's not Windows, it's Linux, but if it looks like something that will make you comfortable, chances are you will use it and keep it. And it says here you can customize Zorin OS. Generally speaking, Linux-based operating systems are more customizable than a Windows-based operating system. You may or may not care for that. It's basically eye candy. It looks cool. My personal opinion, I am only considered in two things: stability and the, shall I say, the lack of bugs, or zero bugs. Now, there's no such thing as zero bugs, but I'm looking for stability and as little bugs as possible. Alright, buy music while you listen through the Rhythm Box music player. Alright, now so far I've noticed since I've been talking, this has been running smoothly inside a virtual machine. No glitches, no crashes, none whatsoever. Zorin OS really is, from my dual boot perspective, really is the best of the best. Zorin OS comes to about as close as, let's see, how can I put this? About as close a replacement to Windows 7 as you can possibly get. And at the very least, a very fine alternative if you would like to dual boot. As far as dual booting, if you are not quite ready to take the 100% plunge into Linux, that's understandable. I've been there, done that, and even now I'm not ready to completely relinquish Windows 7. Windows 7 is also a fine operating system, but if you want to as close to 100% security when browsing the web as possible, then Zorin is the one for you. Then now, that's not to say that Windows 7 cannot be made secure. It can, but Linux-based operating systems usually are inherently secure by their very nature. Alright, it says here, create documents and presentations, LibreOffice, an Office suite. For most people, this will be enough for creating documents, letters, spreadsheets. You really, I would say probably there's a 50-50 chance if you have this, you probably won't need any Microsoft Office products. Okay, this is almost done. Mobilize your digital life. Okay, I think what I will do here is just pause this. Everything seems to be running smoothly, and unless there is a glitch or a bug, I'll just let it install, and I'll be back with part 2 of this and a more in-depth look at Zorin OS 6 Ultimate. So don't go away.